Oh my gosh! Oh my god!
Bugging my husband because he's got to watch this. He didn't tell me to push it. He just said, you got to watch this. So I watched it.
Oh my gosh! Good morning, Jeffrey.
Jeff.
Oh my gosh! I cannot believe that I get to live with this.
I am hilarious.
We're-
Hilarious.
Happy coffee time to you! Amazing coffee. This Oaxaca coffee. Oh my gosh! It really is stupendous.
Oh my gosh.
Stupendous.
Good morning, Lori.
Good morning, Lori.
Good morning, Mom and Tom. Good morning, you guys.
So yesterday was a fun day. Didn't do coffee time, obviously, but we went to Tehuamixtle. And nice little town, very, very small. Got some drone shots, got some video footage. The food was spectacular. I mean, I had raw oysters. Yeah, Christie wouldn't have any.
I couldn't even look at them. They're just disgusting.
Good morning, Marie. So I got the half dozen in the shell and had
Raw, slimy little suckers.
They're really good. I was shocked that raw oysters taste good.
Did you chew them or did you
Oh,
just
I chewed
swallow
them. Oh, I chewed them. Yeah, because I wanted to
Good morning, Leanne.
taste
Good morning, Marie.
the fun stuff in there.
Jeff, Lori, the sand.
There was no sand. They broke the shells rather harshly. So there was a little bit of just a grit along the side, but I just kind of swept it away. We ordered the Zarandeado fish. Zarandeado at the end of the day. Oh my gosh. It was huge. We asked for their biggest fish because typically they give you these small ones. They cook them up. Tons of bones, tons of waste. But
because it's like a Zarandeado fish is the whole fish. The tail, the fins, the head, the eyeballs.
So it was spectacular.
I am assuming you're meaning gross about the oysters, and I agree with you 100%.
Yep. So would we go back to this place? Well, no. Maybe Mito Beach.
But you know what?
The road is horrible.
The road is horrible. It's a long, like it was almost 3 hours from here. And it's no nicer than any other beach. And there was actually a lot of big rocks in it. So the kids, I mean, it was really hard because Zach and Tweet and the girls came. And so it was really hard to even go out in the water because the waves would kind of brush your feet underneath you. So you'd be staggering and there would be these big rocks and you'd hurt your toes.
Destiladeros kicks its butt. But as far as tranquility and...
But even Chicala, which is only like an hour from here, or an hour and a half, and Loda Marcos, which we love, and we love the food there, and their beach is beautiful.
Good morning, Keith.
Good morning, Keith. And Marie, she doesn't know if she could do raw on the barbecue with garlic butter and slurped them in or once. So yummy. Slurped them?
Yeah, you're supposed to slurp the
Oh, I know. It's just disgusting. It's just disgusting.
Yeah, Christy had a tough time. I had an octopus salad. We had a shrimp salad. Lots of food. But the food really was spectacular. The pricing really not the best compared to, Oaxaca. And it's just like here. But you're really going out of the way. So you have to go to El Tuito. At El Tuito, then you go back towards the water. This road was horrible. Like, there are patches that are decent, but you get to these potholy parts. There are parts where the road is missing.
Yeah, like you're in one lane because a big chunk of the asphalt is missing.
It's washed away. And they've got little rocks up, like, hey, this rock will save your life.
White painted rocks, yeah.
So it was not worth the drive.
It was beautiful. And I suppose if you were going to stay out there for a few days and you just kind of want to disconnect and be away, then it's lovely. It's a nice beach, but...
No cell service.
No cell service.
Zero.
So you would disconnect very little. Well, no cell service, a little bit of internet.
And the internet was worse than when Zach was a baby. Like, we're talking almost 30 years ago, worse.
Yeah.
It was just like one... Like in binary, it's 8 bits, and you've got zeros and ones. It would be like a 0, and then a 1.
Yeah, it was pretty poor.
0, 0, 1. It was very terrible.
But it was an experience. We did it. We've heard lots of good things about Mito and Tehuamixtle.
Tehuamixtle.
Tehuamixtle. You have to picture the name because it is obviously an Aztec or something name.
They have a shark as their
mascot. If anybody saw that picture on our Facebook page,
who has a shark?
his Facebook page.
Who has a shark as a mascot? Like, I'm thinking, you want no sharks. I would have like a sea turtle. Sea turtles aren't going to eat you, but a shark might.
But yeah, no, it was, like I said, it was beautiful. We had a great day. The trip home was, well,
Oh, God.
the trip there, we found out that Taylor may be car sick.
Lots.
So she puked twice in the car.
Lots.
It was not nice, not lovely. And then on the way back, the truck was acting kind of weird, but we just kind of ignored it like we do. We were also in the middle of nowhere. We get to El Tuito, and the transmission went fully, and we had just had it rebuilt 7 months ago. The warranty is for 6.
Yeah, but we weren't even in Mexico driving the damn thing for 3 months.
So we were able to, we called somebody that we knew that had access to vehicles. He sent a couple of guys out, Luis Martinez. He sent a couple of guys out, they picked us up. One of them rode home with the truck on the tow truck, and they brought it to a shop to see if we can get it fixed and see what's going on with it.
So the guy who drove Israel takes those turns really hard. I mean, I thought I was a good driver. This guy, holy crap.
It was a slippery, swishy
this
ride.
was a leather Suburban seats.
Leather-like. I don't think it was real leather.
So in the back, you kept hearing things falling off the seats. People.
No people fell off the seat, but there
rough.
was some swishing around.
There was swishing around.
But no more puking, so that's good.
Well, we got Dramamine for her.
Yeah, and that seemed to do the trick, put her out cold, and actually it took her a while to fall asleep.
Yeah, we didn't give her lots. That was the problem.
That's right. We gave her a small dose just so she wouldn't have any reaction.
When we would go traveling along the roads with our kids, it was like, here you go.
Here's a candy.
This will help you.
No, we didn't do that.
This will help
But
you.
we do have kids that are car sick. Spencer, Kenzie. I don't think Shay.
Kenzie, our 6-week road trip that we did from Chihuahua
Which
to
was
Oaxaca.
5 years ago we were
years.
in Oaxaca 5 years ago this week.
Kenzie had to sit in the front seat because of car sickness, and Christie was in the back seat. And she's of a certain age. I mean,
I wasn't then.
Like,
I wasn't a certain
not
age
you,
yet.
Her.
Oh, okay. You're talking about your kid. Anyways.
You can move closer to me because you're kind of like off to the side there.
And today is Shay's birthday.
Happy birthday, Shay!
She is old.
She is. I mean, all our kids are old now.
I know. When you consider our baby is 25, I didn't know if I'd see that day happen. Or 24. Spencer's still 24.
Yeah. Our oldest is going to be 30 in February.
My aunt is watching. Hello, Auntie Doreen, a.k.a. Fiona.
Yes.
Yeah, so today is Shay's birthday. So anybody that knows Shay, you can... I haven't posted anything yet for her birthday. So wish her a happy birthday.
Please.
She's
going to be here this weekend with her mama.
My mom and Shay and Matt arrive on Saturday. So we're trying to figure out what to do for a vehicle before then.
Yeah, thank you, honey. Look at you. You just hit ignore. That was fantastic. And if you're calling us right now, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah, so they're arriving this weekend, so we have to either rent a car or just wait. Either rent a car or maybe buy one.
I think we're going to buy a new one. The accountant says we have to buy one by the end of the year. So, yeah. So we either are getting a pickup truck or we're going to do that next year and do a small, like a Nissan Versa or something.
I personally think it would be a good idea to get a small... You know what? I'm sorry. This is the third time.
We have no idea who this is. Just say, can we call you back in 10 minutes?
Hello. Good morning.
There we go. Now I'm trying to listen and I can't. So yeah. It is definitely a place worth going to one time. One time. Now, I think next time we're going to go to Maito Beach. Maito is this crude only in that there's not very many vendors. Now, yesterday, I think we had maybe 2 vendors the entire day, which was fantastic because in Bucerias, it's like nonstop vendors coming and going. But Maito is definitely, it's just a hotel and it's not a town. And Tewa Mixtle, not really a town. It's just very small. Good morning, Sheila. So yeah, it is definitely worth the drive one time. But you have to make sure that the car that you're taking is disposable because those roads are horrible. I don't know why she's still talking to the guy. She just needs to say, "Can I call you back in 30 minutes or 20 minutes?" So yeah. And I'm out of coffee, so I have nothing to drink while I'm chatting with you. Please ask any questions about Tewa Mixtle. Please ask about the food. Ask about parking is definitely something you need to be aware of because there's a parking spot just right above the street. It's like one street that goes into the town. And it's 50 pesos to park there. And when you go there, you think you're safe because they've got the chain, but then somebody's just going to park in front of you anyways. So yesterday I had 3 cars that left behind me, and then I was able to leave because of some moron parked right in front of me.
Good morning, Sheila.
Good morning
Kira.
already. Oh, hello, Kira. Missed that one. Good morning. I'm here now from Edmonton. Good for you.
Oh,
That is a
like
good-
here in Bucerias.
That's a
Awesome.
good thing to be from. We always say Edmonton's a great place to be from. And my Edmonton phone number is 628-EXIT, as in get me the hell out of Edmonton. That's what I always tell people. And
That's
it
not
works.
very nice.
It is true. 780-628-EXIT. You call that, leave a message. I will call you back.
You can sort of see in the background my beautiful flowers.
Why don't you pull them over here? Show them.
Well, they're still gonna.
We were at Esquina 22, and the flower guy brought
Okay, so I'll just
those.
very carefully do this.
And how much did you pay for those?
For both, it's 2 bunches, 200 pesos.
So about 115 bucks. Or $10
All right.
Canadian.
That's good.
Yeah, Leanne says home is Bucerias. And hello, Leanne.
Home is Bucerias. I agree.
Yes. We definitely can say that.
Yes, our home is in Bucerias. It's the only home we have.
Yes. Excuse me? I need to sneeze.
So,
Calm down, Karen. It's just allergies.
he keeps stealing that line from my friend who makes masks.
I love the mask. It actually says, "Calm down, Karen. It's just allergies."
Miguel is awesome, and apparently he has opened a little shop. I saw a
Are we talking
post.
Dr. Miguel?
No,
Which
although
Miguel?
he is awesome too. The flower guy, Miguel. He's the one that I bought the flowers from. He opened a little shop on, I think, Hidalgo. I didn't really look at the post really clearly because the
A
internet
flower
was
shop?
kind of just around
So
the
he
corner
was
from our
pulling
office.
flowers from his place.
own little shop. Yeah,
Wow. So that's why he could get what you wanted.
exactly.
Because
Exactly.
Lynn asked for certain flowers, and he came back with them, which was lovely.
Yeah, so we're gonna have to check that out. We haven't really spent a ton of time downtown yet this season.
No.
But we
COVID.
are actually. Do I make good use of the stove? Well, I have cooked on it. I don't know if it's a good use. I have to cook.
Now, the one thing that is great about a commercial oven is when you have a house oven, you just put in 1 turkey. In a commercial oven, you can have 2 or 3 in there.
Yeah.
I just ordered in a world of Grinches.
Via Cindy Lou Who. Aw, that's cute.
Yeah, that's really good. I like that. Because, relax, Karen, it's just allergies.
Yeah.
At you.
So tomorrow we're doing kind of a major clean of the office, some organizing, some that kind of stuff. And then Thursday we're getting the
When are we going to go look car shopping? I think we should do that
couch
today.
cleaned. And then
We should go car shopping today.
we'll almost be ready to open up.
So, do any of you have a Nissan Versa? Is it Versa? Is that the one, or what's the one bigger than the Versa? I think it is a Versa.
I think it's the Versa. It's the other one is a Nissan. But lots of these guys aren't going to know those cars. Some of them are only in Mexico.
Really?
Yeah. There's a lot of cars that are not in
sorry.
Canada.
I'm sorry. The Nissan Versa is good. I noticed when we're in Canada, when we're at the airport or in a mall, there's these spots with a type of car I've never heard of before, and they sell them.
Oh.
And also when we were
When does Wheezy arrive? Saturday night.
When we were in Oaxaca, we saw a car dealership called JAC, which is Chinese. Never heard of it. Never saw a JAC dealership before.
I've never seen a JAC car on the road.
That we know of. I mean, I don't even know what the logo looks like. But it is.
I think, though, we would have noticed.
Yeah, maybe.
It's amazing. See, Shirley loves her car. Yeah. She drives it. She's actively driving it here in Mexico. So, yeah. We need your help, Shirley. Yeah, there's different models regionally. My cousin in the PI has random Asian models. Yeah, there are different cars in different areas and.
Well, so long as it has airbags, just because we've never actually been in a vehicle where airbags have deployed, but I'm guessing I would rather hit an airbag than the dash of a vehicle. That's just me. I mean, maybe you want to hit the dash and I want the airbag. We've never discussed these things pre-marriage.
You are a weirdo.
Probably.
Hi, Debbie.
Well, today we've got lots to do. We have a car. I think we're going to go looking at cars today.
We have coaching today. It's Tuesday.
Well, that's at noon. So, yes, we can do that. And then after coaching, go and maybe I'll go get my haircut too.
Ooh. A new haircut and a new car.
My haircut in Oaxaca City sucks.
Why don't you get one tomorrow when we're going to be downtown anyways?
Why are we going to be? Oh, yeah.
It's the office.
Yeah.
So silly.
I'm drowning today. All of a sudden, my allergies. Because I said, keep calm, Karen. Calm down, Karen. And now, all of a sudden, stuffy nose.
Well, maybe you shouldn't be so weird.
Maybe. Our bananas are all going rotting, is the word. They're not becoming.
They're not ripening. They're going from hard to rotten. They're not. So they came
fell
off the tree. The tree broke. They came too short.
But the ones
too short. I'm reading.
The ones that were not the red ones, but the ones on this side, I really enjoy those. They're a yellow, orangey banana, and not the pale white. But they're very good.
So Terry McFarland is saying if we are short, airbags aren't always the best, I've heard. Yeah, I don't know. There's lots of different ideas about airbags.
But we're taller, so we never have to worry about
then
that.
You're not supposed to have kids in the front seat if
That's
there's
true.
airbags. And I mean, so, and I don't know. And I've heard people getting really hurt because the airbag deployed, where the accident probably wouldn't have hurt them as much. So it's hard to know. It's really hard to know. But you know what? That's the same old story about seatbelts. Sometimes seatbelts save you. Sometimes they kill you.
I had a cousin who was not wearing a seatbelt, and she got into an accident. It was a very bad accident. And the firefighters said, had she worn a seatbelt, she'd be dead. But they still gave her a ticket for not wearing a seatbelt. Even though they said, you'd be dead if you wore that seatbelt, but you didn't, but here's a ticket. That's just weird. It's a confusing plan. It's always confusing. Life is confusing. It's about choices. Some people make a choice and it works, and some people make a choice and it doesn't work. It's the American election all over again.
No, don't start. Life is definitely confusing. There's a lot of conflicting ideas and studies.
Yeah, here's one thing I can tell you. The experts are usually wrong. So they'll come out and they'll give their platitudes, and then it's wrong. And they're supposed to be the experts. Why the hell do we care what the experts think? Why do we care what a movie star thinks or a sports celebrity thinks? Come on. We have to use our discernment.
Our discernment, yeah.
Yes. if you keep going in and you burn your hand on the stove, eventually it's a good idea to stop. Right? Mind you, you're the wrong person to say anything to.
I do tend to burn myself a little bit. I burnt it again the other day on the new toaster oven I got. This little guy right here.
Oh my gosh, you never said that to me before.
Why would I tell you? Because you make fun of me.
She burns herself a lot. It's like she's cooking herself slowly. She's like, I'm going to sacrifice myself to cannibals.
Ew.
Maybe.
No.
No? Okay. Maybe just your right hand. I don't know.
Oh no, I don't discern whether it's right hand or left hand. It just depends. Which
So
one's less protected?
I got an air fryer, and I'll show you. I turned green coffee beans into that. So we're gonna test this out and see how it works. And the air fryer did not get hot enough for long enough. So you can do this in a hot air popper, a hot air popcorn popper. And you can go on Google or YouTube and see about that. So I'm gonna try that out and see how it works. The problem was I put too much in. These guys are putting in like half a cup to a cup. I put in 2 cups because I'm kind of like, go big or go home. Right?
Yeah. Do things first, then ask for directions or something like that?
Yeah, it was kind of funny. I mean,
Kind of.
we've got the hot air popper specifically to do the coffee beans.
The
Hot air
the
roaster,
air fryer.
Air fryer. It doesn't go higher than 200 degrees Celsius, which is dumb.
Didn't you know that when you bought it?
Well, it said 200 to 212 degrees on Google to cook these. I just assumed, it'll go up to 450, which is like 225. Right?
So no matter what it says it's actually gonna do, he just assumes it'll do more.
It always does what I want it to do because my attitude overcomes any limitations built into the equipment.
Oh my. Yeah. Replying to Terry, I arrive. No, you get here at 6, Ma. At least that's the information I have from Che.
But it could be 5 o'clock her time. Maybe
She's not coming here. Is that Celsius?
Yes, the 200 is Celsius. Because if it was 200 Fahrenheit, I believe it's 212 before things boil. And that really is not going to do much of anything. Unless, of course, it's like a slow cooker.
5:59.
So your mom is, oh yeah, there we go, 5:59. So maybe your mom just rounds down.
Well, she could be thinking of it in Canadian or in Alberta time, but
Maybe she tells people you're only 50.
that'd be nice.
So yesterday, the guy who drove us, Israel, I said, so how old are you? 22. Christie's like, you ask a lot of questions. I said, Christie's 52. Just like that.
Yeah.
And Zach started to howl. It was awesome. Christie, not so much.
Because Zach knew what I would do to his father. Israel just kind of shriveled up. And
Israel laughed. It was good. It was perfect. So yeah, if you've got a heckler in the crowd, go after them. Right?
Not a good suggestion. Not a good
Is this
suggestion.
one of your Chidrawi dresses?
Yes, it is.
You're using those a lot lately.
Well, yeah, because they're cool and comfortable.
How many do you have?
I think 4.
Okay.
And then I have those other ones that I bought in Canada a couple years ago.
Yeah. She's got a closet full of dresses.
John has a closet full of T-shirts, so we're not going to
You've
talk
got
about
way
that.
more dresses.
And I
than
look
have
way better,
t-shirts.
and I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't think
T-shirts. I do. You definitely.
That doesn't count. You can't just use T-shirts. You
Yes.
can't because you have lots of shirts that still have tags on them because you haven't worn them yet.
Well, that's because they don't fit me yet.
My dresses fit.
So here's what Christy does. We go out. Christy's like, you should buy these for when you lose weight. So I'm like, okay. So then I buy them for when I lose weight,
No,
and then I
because
don't lose the weight.
He really wants them, but they don't fit over his belly. So I said, well, I mean, I don't know what else I can do to make him want to lose weight.
I don't know. We need your help. Ride our asses, because Christy needs it too. Do not listen to her.
I never said I didn't. I just said I don't whine about it.
Ha ha ha, John, keep quiet. Terry, if only I could. Good morning.
I love dresses.
Hello, Sandra. Yeah.
I have a few, Sandra. I have a few, and there's also a place in Vallarta that I haven't been in a while, and it's like the tianguis.
You got sweat coming down your brow there. There you
It is the tianguis, and there's a lady there that goes into the States and buys dresses, like stuff that was kind of on sale and didn't sell at places like Macy's and some of those other higher end stores. And so I have a lot of dresses from there for a fraction of what it costs to buy them in the States.
My final story yesterday, El Tuito, cute little town. And the people there, incredibly polite.
No, and very
Beyond
sweet.
polite. I don't recall seeing any graffiti or anything on anything. But this big guy with a cigarette, he comes and, we're having trouble with the transmission. He's like, I'll help push. So they push and park.
To get us out of the way so people could pass.
So then he goes and he says, I'm going to call the mechanic. So the mechanic comes and says, you have transmission problems. Zach says, how much do I owe you? He's like, nothing. It's just, I just wanted to check and make sure that there's anything that I could do to help. The town was, the people, the kids are courteous. Nobody wearing a mask.
The kids were, we were sitting there waiting for the tow truck and buenos noches.
Yeah, it was great. Nobody wearing a mask in the entire town. Well, maybe the one guy behind the counter, but that was it. Every person walking around ordering French fries, ordering little hot dogs in tortilla shells, deep fried, not wearing a mask. I'm guessing the hot dog in the tortilla shell is some kind of cure for COVID.
You don't have to be sarcastic.
I believe I have to be.
I believe you don't.
No, but it was very lovely. The town was great. Because we knew it was going to take almost 2 hours for the tow truck and our drivers to come there, we said, let's go see the town.
Yeah.
We were 7 minutes away from downtown via walking. And we decided to go. It was nighttime, not daytime, which would have been lovely. But most of the town had closed up, obviously, from 7 to 9.
It was also a holiday yesterday.
Oh, that's
so
right. Yeah.
Even more stuff, I'm assuming, was closed because of the holiday.
And the kids were all playing together. Like in the Centro, there was probably 2 or 3 groups of children. Mm-hmm. And they would be in a shop or whatever and go to one went to the cafe. There's like 6 kids just sitting at tables. And these kids are probably 6 to 9 years old. It was really cool. So Chuita said she wanted to live there for one reason, and it was, what was the reason?
Because there's no dogs on the street.
Oh yeah, there's no dogs on the
Because
street
she has
there.
walked home pushing our grandbabies in the stroller, and dogs have come up and attacked and bit, like she got bit in the thigh. Well, if they would have decided to go for Taylor's face, this was a year or so ago, if they would have decided to go for Taylor's face versus Chuita's thigh, Taylor would have been...
Yeah, right around the corner, there's 3 dogs that are there.
And they're very aggressive.
They need to be killed.
Well, they need to be...
No, yesterday we drove by
and
like
they fought.
11 o'clock, and they're at the Suburban, and they just would not stop.
Yeah.
It
Not
was
our
ridiculous.
Suburban, of course.
Because it had no transmission. But yeah, it is ridiculous that people let their animals do this and hurt people.
Yeah.
It is ridiculous. We live in Bucerias, which is about 15 minutes north of Puerto Vallarta.
Yeah, north of the airport.
Puerto Vallarta.
And we love Bucerias. We absolutely love Bucerias.
Not the dogs, though.
Not the dogs. And there's, it's a problem. And people do let their dogs out at night. It's their security. Well, the dogs can be really aggressive. I mean, Bailey got hurt. We were walking home one night, leaving the kids' house because they live just down the street from us. And all of a sudden we heard yelping and we turn around and there's a dog attacking Bailey. And he ended up getting a pretty good chunk of her on her butt.
And it took her probably 2 months to heal.
Well, because she keeps licking it. We have no recourse for the dogs because the owners don't care. And there's so many bigger problems with animals here that having them out on the street like that, they're really... So, Zach will walk home with a stick. He actually bought Chuita a little baton that she can stick in the diaper bag. So if a dog does become aggressive, she can pull it out and use it on them. I mean, there are owners that when you have, like Zach has told us a few times, he'll he'll like hit the dog with a stick or whatever he has access to, and the owner will tell him good for him for keeping the dog away. I'm like, keep your dog away.
We had the dog across the street attack our dog, who since passed away, and the dog.
Both that dog and our dog have.
The dog ripped the skin off of our dog because she's 15 years old. And the owner's like, well, whenever she does that, you take a big stick and you just beat our dog. Like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Why should I have to beat your dog?
Yeah. So Terry says bear spray. You know, they're Mexican dogs. They'll probably like that spicy spray.
We had a street dog that lived at our house that we were at many years ago. And it would sleep under our vehicle. And it was trying to get at our dogs.
Well, and it was
feral male.
full of ticks and
Feral
fleas.
male. And it would always try and get at our girls who were not fixed. Or
They weren't fixed yet.
Okay, they weren't fixed. And so we bought some pepper spray. We sprayed it. I swear to God, the dog just did this. Licked this pepper spray. And then I'm thinking, it's a Mexican dog. It likes spicy stuff. It knows. And that was the truth.
I played
Who Let the Dogs Out last
week. Yeah. No, I mean it's crazy how many dogs are out on the streets. How many are still not spayed and neutered.
But there's a lot less. I mean, in the main touristic areas, you're not going to see the dogs like you used to. There used to be a pack of 7 to 12 that would be going up and down the streets during the day and at nighttime. Mm-hmm. Those days are gone because people have poisoned those dogs. And here in the back, this is pretty much the last stand for people.
Yeah, there was a time where there was somebody that was poisoning the dogs, and that's just so cruel because it's a Cappy got poisoned by a toad. It's a cruel, cruel way to die.
Yeah, but it was the toad did it.
Yeah, no, it was a toad. Yeah, that's what I said. He got poisoned by a toad.
But it wasn't a person that did it, but it was a terrible way. So Terry says, what about cats? Oh, cats.
There used to be a big... we have a lot of cats in our neighborhood because what happens, of course, if people don't spay them and they don't want to spend the money or even take them to a free spay and neuter clinic, which...
In Buceritas, we've got free spay neuter clinics.
Yeah.
Vets from all over the world come here, vacation, and they do these free spay and neuter clinics.
I'm not a big cat fan.
No.
Kittens are cute, but once they get older, they're just not cute anymore.
We liked one cat that Bailey raised. And the cat for a year, it would come home and they would just touch heads.
Yeah, Bailey
actually... so sweet. It was very sweet.
Nursed this kitten.
Yeah, it was very sweet. But that was the only cat we liked, and the neighbor shot it. So maybe the neighbors take care of the animals. Maybe we need to take care of the dogs. I don't know.
No, I couldn't imagine doing that to a dog, no matter how much I don't like it.
Yeah, the three of them just stay on the street at nighttime. Mm-hmm. They sleep in their little holes on the road, and then when a car comes by, they start going crazy.
Yeah, and they chase the car and bark at it, and I'm like, really, what good does that do?
So yeah, with animals, take care of your animals. I mean, in Canada and the States, you do. Mm-hmm. And in lots of Mexico, you do. There
are lots of really good animal owners here.
Absolutely.
Lots of really good animal owners. Just like anywhere else, there's lots of really bad ones too.
Yeah. And here, cats and dogs are chattel, but I believe that's changed. I believe there's protections now for animals.
There's more happening, but it's not big enough yet.
Yeah. Well, there you go. You now know what is going on in our hood. Mm-hmm. But yeah, we came home. Boy, we crashed hard last night because it was
It was a long day. It was a long day. It was a wonderful day. It was fun to go to the beach. But again, like I said, I don't know if I'd ever have to go back out there. It was a very long, very not nice drive. Lots of twists and turns and bad roads. And there's places here that are a lot closer and just as pretty.
Yeah, and for the price that you spend on gas and everything, the price you're going to pay here,
and
the
towing
difference,
and
and the drivers, yeah, it's kind of costly.
Yeah,
but that's why we're getting another vehicle, a new vehicle. So yeah, all right, guys. Well, it's about time for us to say goodbye. So have a fantastic Tuesday, right?
Yes, all day.
An amazing Tuesday. Happy birthday to Shay. We love you. You are definitely one of our favorites.
One of the 5. Shirley.
All right, guys. Have a good one. We will see you tomorrow.